That's right. Today we are talking about Phantasm, Don Coscarelli, all of that. So, I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Phantasm movies, or if you like them, or if you don't like them, or anything like that. Me personally, I'm a big fan of all of them. I have this here, which is all five movies, and I think that all five of them are really good. There isn't any movie in this franchise that I think is weak or anything like that. I know that that's kind of a hot take because some people think like there are like one or two that are really bad, and then there are some that are like and there are like one or two that are really good. I personally like all of them. So putting this list together was tough for me, but regardless, I did come up with something. And so coming in at number 5 for me, last place, on a technicality, just because, well, there are 5 movies and I happen to like 4 of them more than this one. Last place for me, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but that is Phantasm for Oblivion. And yeah, so the reason why this one is my least favorite is because I just gravitate toward it the least. I feel like the themes of like the tall man taking over the world and all of that, I feel like that was kind of already explained in the previous 2 movies. And like the way that Phantasm 3 ended, it ended with this thing of like, Mike is like going to be really significant and all that, and Mike doesn't really do all that much in this one. I mean, you do get to see the tall man's origin and all of that, and I think that that's cool. The coolest thing I think about that this movie has is how they incorporated all of the deleted scenes from the original movie into this one as like flashbacks. I thought that was so cool that they were able to do that because the original cut of the first movie was 3 hours long, and yeah, so they had a lot of footage that they could use, and so I thought that was cool that they incorporated that in there. So yeah, it's just that I like this one. It's just I gravitate toward it the least, and if I'm in a Phantasm mood, this was the last one that I'm going to pick. So Oblivion is my least favorite. And then coming in at number 4, we have what's probably the popular pick for the worst in the franchise, and some people say that it is like a bad movie and all of that. We have Phantasm 5 Ravager. And I can acknowledge, okay, it's not like I can be like, I don't understand why you don't like this movie. But I get it. I get why people don't like this movie, okay? The whole, like, was it real, was it not? I know that some people don't like that, and they felt like, like, they kind of made the movie too late, and I will agree with that. If they should have made the movie a little bit sooner than that, not when you had, the tall man and Reggie, like, toward the end. But regardless, I still like what we got. I mean, I like the visuals. I think some of the visuals in this movie, I know the CGI is bad and all of that, but I thought that the scenes of when they're in like that future wasteland world with like the red sky and all of that, I thought that was cool. It gave me kind of like Terminator vibes, but like in the world of Phantasm, and I thought that was cool. I really like that. So yeah, I'm not necessarily always in the mood to put on Ravager, but if it is on, I won't complain. I actually kind of like it, but I can't acknowledge why people don't like it and why they think it's the worst. So there we go. Now coming in at number 3, this one was really tough for me because I kept debating of this one or this one, this one or this one. I kept going back and forth because I like the number 3 spot and the number 2 spot almost equally. So it was really tough, but what I eventually decide with, coming at number 3, is Phantasm 2. Yes, that's right. Phantasm 2, a popular pick for the best one. At least I've heard a lot of people say that they like Phantasm 2 the best. So for me, Phantasm 2 is number 3, and that's not a complaint, okay? I like Phantasm 2 way more than Ravager and Oblivion. Okay, I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun how, like, Reggie and Mike are like, okay, this tall man is real. We are going after him and all of that. I thought that was cool. Of course, you got the quadruple barrel shotgun and you got all of that. And you got, nice final girl there. I thought that was cool. It's just that, there's nothing wrong with this movie. Okay, like people that say Phantasm 2 is the best, I will not disagree. I think it's really cool. It's just that I think that there are 2 other movies that I like just a little bit more, but I can't acknowledge this movie is really good. So, yeah, if this one's your top pick, I totally get why. It's just, for me, it was really tough, but I had to put it at a very close number 3. And then coming in very closely at number 2, I like this movie only slightly more, and that is Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead. And the reason why I like this one just a little bit more is, for one, I like the comedy in it. I thought this was kind of a funny movie and all of that. But I also like the element of, I feel like the concept of the tall man taking over the world, I feel like this was explored better in this movie than it was in Phantasm 2. Because in Phantasm 2, you get, like, the idea of, like, there are a couple ghost towns and all of that. But, like, in this movie, they're driving and they just keep finding just wasteland after wasteland. They have these looters, and they got, like, a Kevin McAllister type kid. And, yeah, and so, like, I feel like that concept is explored better. And there's also the thing of, I like how this movie has, like, conventional zombies, because the series has always had the idea of, like, reanimating the dead and using them as minions and all of that. This movie actually explores, like, traditional, what we know as zombies, and I thought that was cool. And I know some people didn't like how the looters just, like, kept showing up over and over and over again, but, like, come on, man, they're zombies, okay? They're going to show up a lot. So, yeah, I liked that. I also really liked the main characters of Reggie and Tim and then Rocky. I think Rocky is a really fun character, and her showing up at the end of Phantasm Ravager, I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I like that. And then I also like, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I actually like what they did with Mike, to where the tall man gets him. And, like, he kind of has his way a little bit of him being like, okay, you're mine. I'm going to put, like, put one of my spheres inside your brain and all of that. And, like, that actually does happen. But he doesn't become a slave to the tall man, which I thought was really cool, how they explored that. And so, yeah, I just think this movie's really fun. I mean, I like I said, I almost put this one at number 3 and Phantasm 2 at number 2. I like these movies basically equally, but if I had to choose one to watch over the other, I think I would have a little bit more fun with this one. So yeah, Phantasm 3 is at number 2, but that means there's only one spot left. Coming in at number 1 is the original Phantasm. And yes, this one is my favorite. It's one of my favorite horror movies ever. Yeah, I mean, like, what else is there to say? I really like the concept, because I grew up in a small town, okay? So I totally like the concept of, like, this small town, this kind of, like, creepy town where there's this dude who's doing stuff, and you don't know, like, is it real? Is this guy really up to something evil, or is it just this kid having this wild imagination and, you know, seeing things that aren't really there? And so all of that. And then you get these ideas of, like, taking the dead and, like, bringing them back in a really horrifying way. Okay, I thought that was really interesting. And so, yeah, and then, like, the way that it plays out of, like, you know, like, you're not sure by the end of the movie's runtime, you're not sure of, did all of that really happen, or was that just a dream? And of course, the sequels expand on that and reveal that, yeah, it actually was real. But if you just watch this movie on its own, it kind of has this appeal of, like, did that actually happen or not? And so I thought that was really cool. And so, yeah, this one is my favorite, by a pretty decent amount. But like I said, I like all of the Phantasm movies, so I am cool with all of them. So, yeah, that's my ranking of the Phantasm movies. Boy. So, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, you like the Phantasm movies, you like the Tall Man, you like all of that, be sure to leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you think of, you know, do you like the Phantasm movies? Do you not like them? Do you have a favorite, least favorite? You know, you can rank all of them in the comments if you want. I mean, there are only 5 movies. But, yeah, and if you want to see more content like this, you can definitely let me know, because I was considering of, like, should I do more videos like this where I rank, you know, like, franchises and all of that. And I definitely could, so if you want to see more content like this, you can definitely let me know and be like, hey, I want you to cover so-and-so. So I could definitely do that. If you want to see more content like this, you can definitely subscribe. Stay tuned for future stuff. But other than all that, I do hope you enjoyed. I hope they'll see you all later. Goodbye.